The sound test room.
Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we're going to take a look at Diode-108, which is a drum machine with many excellent features. So this appeared out of nowhere the other day. I didn't know we were getting this, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So I'm going to take you through the basics. So basically you have 16 drum tracks here. And you have 2 snares, sometimes you have 2 kicks, you have an absolute stack of drum machines. So if we go here, we hit drum machine, we get to our mixer page where we can apply effects and stuff also, but we also have a dedicated effects page as well. And to choose a new drum machine, we just hit this little load button here, and here are all the drum machines that get included with your purchase. Here they all are, here. And as you can see, there are absolutely tons and tons of them. Now you can import new drum machines from Dropbox if you've built them and stuff, and then you can also build your custom kits as well. Okay, so we're just going to stick with this one I've got here, which is the SFM D-Tracks Pink, and these are supplied by different various companies. So basically, here we go. We have our tempo here, which we can adjust with this little slider here, or we can hold and we can type it in. We have a default pattern set here. We have song mode, which lets you build up songs very easily, very straightforward, very intuitive. This is our effects page, which is absolutely incredible. These are special effects you can apply. Now you can apply your effects here, like pan, volume, tone, pitch, compression, distortion, gate, delay, reverb. You can apply these effects to every single separate hit, not only the track, but every single separate hit, which we'll get into as well. Okay, so here we have our basic transport control with loop on, loop off, and let's just start by putting in a basic kick pattern here so we can hear it. So here we go, and let's put in a snare. See if we can choose our snares. And let's put in some hi-hats, some basic stuff. So here we have a basic, very basic beat here. So what we can do now is, if we want to apply effects, now bearing in mind that you can do this for every single hit, we just hit our effects page here, and let's just say we want a bit crush effect on our very first hit. By the way, to select the various patterns here, you can just select snare, and it will, there's nothing on snare 1 there. Snare 2, you can say I have 2 hits. So it's very clever, you know. So let's bit crush that first snare hit. We can't really hear that, so let's put a buzz on it. There we go. I think maybe it's because actually, let's put it on, let's put it on snare 1 as well, because that's a bit more lively for this particular effect. And now we've got a bit crush sweep on those. But you're not going to really hear this, because the cool thing about this, put a buzz on there, you can hear that. Or we can reverse. But let's, what was that, by the way? Snare 1. So let's take out snare 2. And let's apply a stutter. Now we can apply 1 special effect per hit. Okay, so, you know, different patterns and different drums, but only 1 per hit. But let's try a dive on that first snare. And we can stretch it out, you see. Or So you get the idea. Or you can also put flams in. And then we also have a, let's do more. Let's do a saw. Okay, so moving along here, obviously we have our pan for each single instrument here. Volume, so we could have that saw decreasing in volume. Tone, okay. Pitch. Now this is very cool. Let's put some more snares in. Before we go on here, we have two things. We have relative mode, where you can just, you know, go up and down an octave, or you can see, or you can have note mode, which you can see what note is actually playing. And this comes in handy later for when you want to sort of build instruments. But let's just see what happens here. Okay, so let's go back to pattern and we'll hold clear. And that should, there you go, should clear the pattern. Now let's choose another, let's just put in another basic beat here. And we'll put in some, now it's another thing I like is, well, you do the way you can draw and take away as well is really cool and makes life very, very simple. So I can draw in loads of things everywhere. Oh, I don't know what that sounds like. Terrible, but anyway, we can hold clear and it'll disappear. So we're going to just put in some more basics here. We'll put in, and again, the same hi-hats, and maybe add a couple of toms and things here and there, and so you can see how quickly you can just do this. So let's just clear this again, and this time we'll go to pads. Okay, so we'll engage the metronome. You see how great this app is. You know, it can take you ages and ages to get into it, but there's so much cool stuff you can do. So anyway, let's just record our pattern in. So we've got our metronome on. Let's hit record. Let's hit play. Okay. Go to our drum machine. We have our cymbal. Let's take that down because it was too low. Now, just while we're here, you know, you have all these drum kits. You can now change out the drum kit. Well, let's do that anyway. So let's press load and choose this. And down here you can preview any of the samples that are in that particular kit. But here's another cool thing as well. I don't particularly like that. I would like a better snare. So I just hit this here, snare 2, and it takes me to all the kits here. And I can then choose, I can choose that. So let's see. I would say, oh, I might want a conga high in there, or a, let's see, or a snare with an accent on a, let's say I don't like that particular one. So these are some of the acoustic kits. So I want that jazzy kind of, yeah, I like the high pitched snare in there. So it won't change the name, but it will change the sample. Okay, so we know that in snare 2 now, if you go back to pattern, is that sample. So we can just So now you see we've got like a CR78 kit, but with another snare. Now you can import your own samples from Dropbox. Audio Share may be a better option, would be for me, for sure. But like at least you can, and it is audio bus compatible also. So anyway, let's get on with it. So we've had a look at the effects and how the effects work over the whole of the kit, which is just fantastic. How the special effects work just by putting it onto a particular, just dropping the effect onto a particular thing. And of course, you can, even if it's blank like this snare, you can start to add in the effects page. So we could say, for instance, let's put a dive in there, and let's stretch it. Which is very cool. And you have compression, distortion, you have a gate. So if we had our gate, we could see, make it more clicky. There's a ramp and a lock thing which works sometimes. I couldn't get it to work. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It makes it all move at the same time. I got it to work once. Okay, you know, it is the first release. So let's stop that a second. Let's go to song mode now. Now this is very cool. So this is our default pattern. Okay, so this is what's playing now. So let's call this. Let's just rename this. So we hit edit here, and then we can go to rename. And I'm going to call this verse. Okay, so, okay. And I'm going to leave it there for a sec now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new pattern. Now I can also at this point, let me say, I can import patterns from other songs. So for instance, some of these I did. So if I clicked on, I don't know, funky style, I can load it and I can see there that I can have a kick intro with one of the patterns used in that particular song. So we can load that there, and there it is. So I'm going to put this kick intro, so stop edit a sec. I'm going to put this kick intro, which I've just put in, or I can just click on new pattern, go back to pattern, here where it says pattern select, hit this, and hit new pattern, and there's nothing there. But if I hit the pattern I've just imported, kick intro, there's my kick intro sort of thing. So let's go back to song. So kick intro. So I want to start building my song sequence now. Okay, so I'm going to start with this kick intro. So I can either double tap and it'll jump in there, or I can grab it by this, see where it says move here, grab by this little handle here and just drag it in like that. All right, and then if I go into song mode here, so if I stay in pattern, it's just going to play the kick intro because that's selected in pattern. But if I click over to song mode now, it will play down these two. You can see it'll jump, and it'll just carry on looping backwards and forwards because I have loop turned on. If I turn loop off, it will end. Okay, so let's turn that back on, and let's just put in now. Actually, no, let's build a fill. Okay, let's build a fill. So let's go back to pattern. Let's select new pattern, and let's do something silly with the toms. So let's I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just play. Actually, no, I want new pattern. New pattern. New pattern. Oh, because it's because I'm in song. Sorry, guys. Remember to go back to pattern. Otherwise, it will play the song, so you can sort of make adjustments to the patterns on the fly, sort of thing. So we've gone back to pattern mode. I'm going to go to new pattern. I'm going to press play there, and it's going to play a metronome for me. So let's go to pads a sec. I don't need the metronome playing. I don't need to record. Go back to there, and I'm going to just start to put a few things in. What I'll do is on that first kick there, this is for a like a fill in. I think I'll apply some special effects, and I think I will apply I think I'll apply a saw effect here. Stretch it across. Okay, and a little bit of reverb, but only on those two, and that will be my sort of my fill. So that's new pattern now. So let's go back to song, and let's rename this. Fill. I'm not going to go on forever here, guys. You're getting the idea now, I would think, how you do this. But okay, so there's fill. So we can press edit again. We move that there. Fill, and we only want it for 4 bars, and then we'll go straight into kick intro. Okay. No, not kick intro. No, not kick intro at all. Edit. We need to remove kick intro. I want verse in there. Verse. And we'll have 2 verses. Now, the cool thing is, I don't know if you noticed there, but you can, if you want, you can just move these things backwards and forwards. And also, so you can set it in any place you want. Now, also, here's another cool thing as well. To save you building complete new patterns. So say you just wanted to build on your verse or your kick. What you need to do here is you press edit again, and then all you want to do is just say it was that one. Just duplicate it there, and it comes up as kick intro 1, which then obviously you can rename as kick intro +1 or kick intro fill or whatever you want. Go back into pattern, select it there, and then you can build on that, and you're not wrecking your original pattern. See how simple it is, right? Of course, it has swing as well. So anyway, here's our song. So all we need to do is make sure we're in song mode, and you can see down here now, you can see a graphical representation of your song. So if we start to play, let's take it off loop because it'll just root backward. So there's that little song we've built up there. So you see, you can get like if we just now, if like for instance, let's go back to pattern. Okay, let's go back to pattern here. Let's go back to verse, which was a bit silly, but there you go. Remember to put loop on. These are the different time signatures. You have 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, 9/4, and 12/4. So you have a good selection of time signatures there. You have an excellent help, by the way, which applies to every screen. So for instance, you know, you just press this little help on whatever screen you're on. The drum machine page lets you compress, add distortion, change out your samples, mute and solo, pan. It's like just a mix of you know, you can gate everything here as well. So it's very, very cool. You know, you can have it either the effects page or this page. This is a really, really, really involved, it's a really involved app, you know. There's a lot of thought's gone into this. A lot of thought. So for instance, let's have a listen to a few of the included drum kits that we have. So let's go to drum machine. Let's hit load, and some of them have like instrument sounds as well, like this one has. So like a uke, so we could. So with a bit of clever manipulation here, we could go into our effects page, select uke, and then go to pitch, and go to note mode, and we can see we can see that ukulele, it's playing a G. So if I could, if I go to C, and we'll leave that on G, and we'll drop this down to an F. And then we'll put this one, no we don't, there's nothing there, is there? Well, we'll put one in. And we'll put this one onto a, let's see, I want to go to an A sharp or a B flat there. We'll leave that on G, put it in. Well, anyway, so, let's put this on a C. Let's put this on an A. Let's put this on a D, and let's see how this. Now, you know, you could build up your. Let's put the ones in when I've put adjustments in. Now you can see now that you, with any melodic instrument or any drum, you can actually program. So you could actually program a whole song, really, and because of the speed of being able to program patterns and stuff, it's very, very cool. So here we go. So there's a kalimba there and there's nothing there. So you can get crazy stuff going on now, you know. So you see how ridiculously cool this app is. So we've been going on for a while now, so I'll stop. But anyway, it's brilliant. It's really, really brilliant. Never even knew it was happening. So remember that you can just loads and loads of stuff. Also, as a point here, if you just use this now, if you hit this now, you'll get taken to the website where the full manual is, and it goes through all the drum kits for you. It goes through everything. I'll just as well, while we're on this pattern here with my new saved thing, what we'll remember now is if I change the pattern, it will remember all the effects and stuff I've applied. So we might get some really strange stuff going on here. Let's go to drum machine again. Very cool. It's one of the acoustic kits. Now don't forget as well, you have swing. Mute and solo. And also, if you wanted to arrange your drums in any particular order, so for instance, it's a good thing as well that you get two for a lot of things, so you can make things sound a lot meatier by doubling up on stuff, you know. But say for instance, I wanted, I've got this X stick thing here. That's how it sounds, and I want it to be up by my there. I can move it around, move any drum around wherever I want, which is very, very cool. So then now that this kick will become an X stick. And I think that's so cool. So this hi-hat now becomes a tom. How easy is that to swap instruments around for different things you've built? Too cool. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. It's Diode-108. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, visit us at thesoundtestroom.com, and I will see you guys later.